Hi guys, so it's been a while. This video is a quick update on the gameplay. This is a gameplay tip. I've been sharing other tips on the Telegram channel. So for those who haven't joined Telegram channel, join the Telegram channel. So the gameplay tip that I have for this particular video is that when it comes to your defense, previously we're using stand and win, but now I'm not using stand and win because every update changes something and it makes the stand and win work, and sometimes it's not working. So stand and win is not stable. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it doesn't work, and it's also dependent on your connection. I've given you guys lots of connection tricks. If you have the perfect connection trick, that is one of the pay tricks, you can do the stand and win. But even with that, the stand and win isn't 100% perfect. So this is what I'm doing. I'm using assisted cursor. So with assisted cursor, when it comes to defending, you need defenders that their defensive engagement is not too high. Okay, so if the defensive engagement of your defenders is too high, it makes them move anyhow. Small time they are just moving to cover up the nearest player who got the ball. So what I've done is I made sure that the defenders I currently use, the defenders do not have high defensive engagement. However, with the recent update, the defensive awareness is very, very perfect. So if you have high defensive awareness, you'd realize that your defenders would be running back. They'll be doing crazy stuff very perfectly at the defense. This is something that should have been there in all the updates, but Konami didn't do it until the recent update. So when it comes to defenders right now, what I'm saying is they need the defensive awareness, goalkeeper, until Konami does an update that makes the GKs OP. Only GK2 and GK3 are the best values you need to give to your GK. So this, as you can see, I'm even using Lewandowski and another striker at my defense because I understand perfectly how the gameplay is working now. You don't need high defensive engagement. These defenders that have high defensive engagement, they are going to be very difficult to control if you are using assisted cursor. But if you want to use manual switching or semi-auto, fine, you can use defenders that have high defensive engagement. But I'm saying that stand and win is not stable. So what I'm doing now is I'm using assisted cursor. With assisted cursor, I use defenders that their defensive engagement is not high. Okay, let's say you have epic players. How do you train them? So with those epic guys, what you have to do is just increase the defensive awareness to somewhere around, let's say 85. Once you increase defensive awareness to 85, the defensive engagement also goes to 85, and then you keep it at that. Don't let it go beyond a certain range, otherwise the defensive engagement aspect is going to make it very, very difficult for you to control them with respect to assisted cursor. This is the main point you have to understand. When their values are very, very high, the defensive engagement value is very, very high. It's very hard to control them, to move them perfectly in assisted cursor. And I'm saying assisted cursor is the best for me right now because stand and win isn't stable. Even though we can make it stable, but sometimes it's stable, in another time it's not stable. We need something that's stable, and what has been very stable for me now is assisted cursor. Low defensive engagement. You can tweak the values, just test the values. Okay, we've been testing a lot of stuff, so you just test the values for defensive engagement and you find what value for defensive engagement works for you. At the same time, the most important thing is defensive awareness, but when you are increasing defensive awareness, defensive engagement also increases. That's why I'm saying that you have to be careful about what values you increase. So right now I think about 85, 82 is okay. All right, 82, 85 is okay, and then you spend the rest on physical contact and stamina. That's it. You have the best defense. And for formation, I've been using a lot of formation. 4-2-1-3 for this particular match is fine. I've been using 2 back, and I've been using 3-2-5. All of these formations are fine. So if there is any update I want you guys to know, I'ma let you know. for all other tips and tricks, connection, exclusive, different kind of tricks. I just post them inside the Telegram channel because I don't have time now to be making these videos often. So, but when I get time, guys, I'll just drop a couple of videos. But most of the stuff are inside the Telegram channel. So join Telegram channel and we'll talk later, boys. Make sure you also smash that like button. I mean, just smash it. Yeah, join Telegram group.